Good morning, everyone. Ah, wow, we're in the final stretch before school's out. Just over a week now to go. Kind of getting excited about the end of the school year and a whole bunch more time to be able to be in my yard gardening and, of course, here in my craft room creating cards and other little fun projects. So today I have the June paper pumpkin. I've been dying to open this. It arrived, a day and a half ago now, and this is my first chance I'm having to do any crafting. So here we go. When we open it up, they've got just a little description of what it is that we're going to get to create, a bunch of little mini cards and a cute little carrying case for them. So that'll be really nice to have because I'm always kind of out and about with the kids, and it's nice to have just a quick card on hand for those things that just kind of show up. So here's our stamp set that came with this. Some really nice coral. Oh, I love the sand dollars. And this is the sea stars, and then some really nice sayings. Thank you, it means so much. Just a little smile. My day is better because of you. You are amazing, and you made my day special. So, good morning, Val. Nice to have you on. Did you order the paper pumpkin this month? So yeah, that's our stamp set. Really, really cute. And it came with one of my favorite colors, the Coastal Cabana. That and Calypso Coral, I have to say, are my absolute two favorite, and the two together are gorgeous. So I'm going to set that to the side because, of course, I do have my own Coastal Cabana. Oh, actually, oh no, I'm just looking at my shelf and I don't know where it is. It's probably in this bin behind me. Let's see. Yep, there we go. I was using it in a card class this weekend, so good morning, Eileen. So here we go. Let's open it up and check out what we've got. Eileen, did you order the paper pumpkin this month? So set that to the side. And, oh, all right, Val. Yeah, that's a good idea. I actually just, I got 3 of them this month, and I sold one to a friend for her kids for the summertime as like a rainy day activity. And I think they're going to love this one because it's all beachy and everything. I absolutely love getting the paper pumpkins because it's just a quick, easy thing. I'm hoping that my July one will arrive before we leave for camping. So we leave for camping on the 14th, and so it's going to be dicey. It might arrive, might not. But yeah, with us being gone for a week, I'd love to be able to take this with me. It's such an easy thing to be able to do. Oh, Eileen, don't you hate that? I know I've been kind of keeping an eye on mine because my credit card is coming up for renewal, and so I know that I've got to keep an eye on that or I'm going to get caught with the wrong card number on there. All right, so here we go. So we do have the instructions. I might keep, well, not usually the instructions, but I keep their little picture kind of close at hand so I can kind of look at it. Pretty good about being able to just see what they kind of had in mind and follow along. So I'm just going to set that out of our view. And oh my goodness. So I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think my favorite part of paper pumpkins are the envelopes. These are gorgeous little old olive envelopes on one side with the birch or the pine on the other side. Oh my goodness, those are adorable. So now these are pretty tiny. Like I know they said mini cards, but holy cow, these are definitely cards that you're not going to be able to mail. 2.5 by 3 3/4. So these are itty bitty little things, but they're perfect for tucking into a little bouquet or onto a gift or whatever. Like these are just adorable. Oh my goodness. I know, I feel you, Eileen. We've got so many birthdays in June alone and then scattered throughout the summer. So these are going to be perfect. All right. Oh, wow. And then the Coastal Cabana one, same thing. The pine on one side and then the cute little and that's such a great idea because we have those 3 stamps. So we could actually, we wouldn't be able to, well, actually, you know, I guess we could use our birch background and stamp our envelopes. And then we've got those, at least those 3 little things to put on the back of a regular sized envelope. How sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, the envelopes are always my absolute favorite part. It's the kind of the part of making cards that I'm not great at. I do decorate them, but it's just not the same as having those pre-made gorgeous envelopes. Now these are incredible as well. Oh my goodness. And this is totally reproducible with some watercolors on cardstock, that gorgeous background, but how nice to have it already done. Beautiful birch there with that nice wave. Nice and beachy. Oh, this must be, that's interesting, like kind of sponged on one side, watercolored on the other. I wonder if it goes like that. Water and sky. Nice. And then a definite beachy look. Awesome. So those are our 4 card bases. Set those to the side and see. Well, here, let's start with this one. I really like this one, the watercolor. So I'm going to take one of those and bring it over here. And then we've got all sorts of little tags and stuff here. So I'm going to guess I'm going to need one of those. Pop that out. Oh, wow. We've got all the little palm trees here. And, oh, and like the total beachy palm tree, like attached to the sand. Oh, these are super cool. I don't know why I thought we were going to have to stamp these palm trees, but here we go. It's already done for us. Now, this is a little bit fiddly, pulling these out. There's a few things that I can see on here that I'm going to have to punch out in addition, like little pieces inside there. So I'm just going to grab a palm tree here. I'm going to guess that I need 2 of these. All right. And I'm not sure if you're going to end up on here or not, Marcia, but just wanted to say thank you so much for your subscription to Paper Pumpkin. I know you're going to love it, especially this month's card. Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. So I'm going to grab my paper piercer here because there is all of this in here that needs to get popped out. And I don't want to tear anything. All right, so that piece comes out, and then there are 2 smaller pieces here that are going to pop out. There we go. All right. Ah, come on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, yeah, we've got a little bit of summer plans coming up, a little camping trip here and there, a trip to visit grandparents, and some summer fun, but also just really looking forward to some downtime at home and relaxing, playing bola ball in the yard and campfires and stuff with the kids. We already started campfires up earlier this month in the backyard. We just have like a propane fire pit. Just absolutely adore it. So I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to need. I'm going to pop out 4 for now. So it does look like there are quite a few here for me. There we go. Set those to the side. Pop out one of those. Oh my goodness. Now these are gorgeous. This is, it looks like the shimmer paper, and we've got our sea stars and our sand dollars. Oh my gosh. These are beautiful. So I'm really hoping that Stampin' Up! Has been generous with these, and we're going to have extras of these for other projects. I know sometimes they do that with their paper pumpkin kits. And then, wow, a nice big sheet of mini glue dots. Now, I do actually have a box of mini glue dots out on my table right now, so I'm going to put those away and just use with what I have here in my box, because I do find for classes that people have an easier time using the sheets than they do the rolls. So I reserve the rolls for myself at home, and then I bring out the sheets from the paper pumpkin kits when I'm teaching classes. Just kind of makes things easier. All right, so let's take a look at this first one. Oh, I was going to say, I'm looking at the first card and I think I forgot something, but I didn't. It's right here. These are beautiful. With 2 different vellum embellishments here. Oh my gosh. Wow. So we've got this beautiful kind of coral circle And then these ones to be punched out, some little coral bundles. Wow, that is beautiful. All right, super exciting. And then I'm not sure, I don't think I showed you this. This is the little pouch that our cards are going to come in. It's like vinyl-y plastic. Nice, it'll be nice and secure in a purse or whatever, like it's not going to get bent easily. Keep our cards nice and protected. And then it's got the, you know, the old file folder loop around. I know, Eileen, it would be nice if the cards were larger. I'm sure I'll do some creating, and lots of people will be online within days with, you know, using pieces like this and as accents on cards and creating some of those larger cards, because I do know there's a lot of demos out there who prefer the larger cards, and so use the bits and pieces to do that. All right, these are perfect though, because I do really need to just always kind of have a card on hand, so I'm really excited to have something so tiny to fit into my purse so that I'll always have a little something with me. All right, so the only adhesives they gave us is the mini glue dot, so that is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to start by attaching this beautiful coral vellum piece to the center of my card, and I'm doing this with the mini glue dots, and I'm making sure that when I put them on, I'm kind of doing it along the center line, because then I'm going to take my little piece of wood here and put that over top, and it's going to hide where my glue dots are, so they're not going to be visible on this card. So I'm going to pop that down, and because these are all going in the envelope, I think that's why they didn't include like dimensionals and stuff, because this doesn't actually open very large. Like, you'll be able to fit probably a good four cards plus envelopes in there, but it really doesn't open very, very wide. So kind of keeping it to a minimum with layers and stuff. Now they have really layered this up though with some fun little embellishments. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to grab one of our stamps, and I think I'm going to do most of mine as thank yous. Now they did do just a little smile on this card in the sample. Oh, my day is better because of you. Now that is a perfect one to have on hand. Let's see here. I am still going to stick with thank you though. I'm going to just double check that it's going to fit nicely on this little card. It should. There we go. Grab a block. And oh yeah, that'll fit beautifully. All right, so I'm going to grab my Coastal Cabana. Yeah, I know. We've been having, I need to try this first card and see how it fits in the envelopes. I'm hoping that they've got that issue corrected. I know that sometimes they can't fix things really quickly because they have to order all this stuff so far in advance, but I'm hoping that for this batch they have corrected that issue around the very snug envelopes. All right, so I've got that. I'm going to put some more glue dots on the back of this. Oops, come on, stick on here. There we go, that one there. And that's going to go right across the center. There. And now we get to do a little bit of like embellishments and stuff. So I'm going to grab one of these, and I'm going to put a glue dot on the back and tuck it in like that. Okay, come on. So now for this one with the glue dot, I am going to kind of hide it in the spot that I'm planning to tuck under. Okay, and I do like how it overlapped like that. There we go. So that's kind of tucked under. I'm going to grab one of my little, oh, do they all turn different ways, or do they all go one way? That's interesting. Let me grab that sheet back. Okay, so we've got leaves turning two different directions. So I'm actually going to grab one that goes the other way from what I punched out. Okay, there we have it. Oh, that just covered up all my little pictures. So I want this one to be kind of curving in, so it's not curving off of my card. And I'm going to put a glue dot on the tip of this. I can see now why we got such a large sheet of glue dots, because pretty much everything on this card is being attached by a glue dot. There we go. So tuck that underneath like that. And then a final touch is our twine that we got. So now I'm just going to see if I've got some of mine out. No, I don't. All right, then I will pop this one open. I do often have a lot of this lying around, but I used it in a card class and we did go through a significant amount. All right, I think, no, that's not the end. All right, having trouble finding the end of this one. Oh, there we go. All right, so for this one, I'm going to tie a little bow and attach it. Oh, there's a little flaw in my ribbon here. I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. So when I tie bows that I'm just attaching directly to the front, I'm not like wrapping around anything, I tie them still attached to the spool, and then I snip them off when I've got them the size that I want. So it kind of minimizes wastage and stuff like that. So here we go. Fiddle with this a bit. I do the bunny ears and then tighten them up. And I do want fairly long little tails on this. I like the look of that long ribbon or long twine. All right, there's my bow. And let's see how long. Oh, I guess I can't have it that long. I keep forgetting these are tiny cards. All right. Ooh. Slippery fingers today. Okay, and then I'm going to grab another piece of, another little mini glue dot. And when I do these glue dots on the back of something like the twine, I actually will pick it up onto my twine, but then I kind of like use my fingernail to roll it back so it's all behind and not going to be sticky on my card. And then I'm going to pop that on right like that. Okay, and I might even, yeah, I'll just tuck that up like that. Okay, so the nice thing about using the glue dots here is now I can train where I want my ribbon ends to go. Okay, and there you go, we have our first card complete. I know, doing the bunny ears makes it so much easier, eh, Val? So that's our first tiny little cute card. So let's grab an envelope and see how they fit in here. Oh, come on, fingers crossed. Oh, wow. It looks like they definitely corrected the problem. These have ample room in them. If you look, like it's not even close to the edges, you could definitely use some, oh, the words have gone from my head. Oh, it's the end of your brain. My goodness. Dimensionals. You could definitely use dimensionals on this, and you're going to have enough space. Like when you look at that, look at how much room there is in that envelope. So that is great. Yay, they corrected the envelopes. That's fabulous. So I'm actually going to store this card inside the envelope, inside my pouch. That way, when I am carrying them around in my purse, they're just going to be extra kind of protected. And then I'll pop that in there, and oh, look at that. With them inside the envelope, I actually think I could probably get like 10 in there. That's awesome. So this is going to be fabulous to just kind of have with me at all times. I'm so excited. All right, so let's go on to our next card. We've got 4 different designs happening here today. Now there was that one that I was so intrigued by that looked like it was sky and water, and that, it turns out, is exactly what it is. This is a vertical card, and we have our lovely ocean, our beautiful sky, and then our ready-made beach for us. I love how they even cut the palm tree and everything, so that's going to fit in so beautifully. And now, knowing how much space we have, this one I'm going to attach, actually I think with liquid glue. I'm not even going to bother with or with some snail. I'm not going to bother doing all of this with mini glue dots. But then I am going to attach my sentiment with some dimensionals and just give this card a little bit of dimension, because I do know now that it is going to fit just fine in those envelopes. So excited. Woo. Okay. So yeah, like, what else is going on? I've been so wrapped up in my little report card world, and lots of fun year-end events. I always try and kind of keep things really hands-on in my class, so really busy running around getting stuff. We made solar ovens this week and baked our own s'mores in them, and later this week we're harvesting our potatoes and going to be doing a big feast for International Indigenous Day on Friday, and having a giant feast. We've got lettuce, kale, and potatoes to harvest, so we're going to make kale chips, salad, and the kids have decided that we actually have enough time and kitchen space that we're going to roast and mash our potatoes. So lots and lots of cooking going on Friday morning in my class. It's going to be great. All right, so another bow on this one. And I'm going to have to do one of these bows for every card, it looks like. I'll be very well practiced by the time I've made all 16 of these cards. And 16 cards, it's amazing. I know they're tiny and all, but it is kind of nice that we can get... Okay, now remember, I don't need it that long. It is kind of nice that we can get 16 cards out of this kit, which is pretty awesome. Here we go. So yeah, the rest of this week, and then 3 days with the kids next week, and then school is out for summer. And yeah, once summer's on, we are quite busy with our trips and camping and staycationing here as well, trips to the river and all of that. But I do have some classes coming up. I have my Daisy Lane class on July 21st, and I have every Friday night, except for one, for the entire summer, available to do private classes in people's homes, or to just get together with friends and do some stamping. So do contact me if you're at all interested in booking a party, or just getting together to do some stamping, because I am free on Friday nights for this whole summer. Super excited. All right, so I'm going to pop that there. Nice little starfish. I am going to put some dimensionals on the back of this, though. And I think I buried my dimensionals. Yeah, I did. There we go. All right. Okay, these cards and this beachy theme is getting me so excited for heading away to the lake, or somewhere, you know, maybe not with palm trees, but somewhere warm and watery. I have a friend right now who's in Hawaii. I've been watching all of her posts and everything, and so jealous. Just need to get away to the sun and the warmth. Not that, you know, it's not been sunny and warm here, but just something different about the sun on the water. So super excited. Okay, and put that on there. And another card done. So these are like stinking cute and super easy to put together. That one I'm going to tuck underneath. There we go. And that one is done as well. Oh, darn it. I just saw I did forget an embellishment on this one. And I mean, it's so subtle that, you know, it probably doesn't matter, but it's so cute. I'm going to add it in. It's one of these little pieces of coral was meant to go back here. So I'm actually going to just peel that that ribbon up for right now. Grab another glue dot. And, oops, in we go. So this Friday, I am very excited. I'm getting together with some other members of my team, and we are having a kit night at Anja's house, And this will be the first time I've gone to one of these, so I don't know if the idea is we all just bring our kits, make our kits, and take our kits home, or if we do some swapping or whatever. But we have all these great kits, kind of like elaborate paper pumpkins. So there we go, that one's done. Love it. So yeah, basically like elaborate paper pumpkins in our catalog and in our new beginner catalog. Oh, I don't know how many of you have seen the new beginner catalog. It's got a few little things in it that aren't in the main catalog, or are just bundled up differently, I guess, than in the main catalog. Let me see if I have one here to grab for you. Oh, I did such a good job of organizing myself and filing things away that I can't find one right now. Huh. Okay, I think I found one here. There we go. So I had these ordered. They are kind of a new thing that Stampin' Up's trying out, and it's all these kits. So it's like, this is the whole catalog. It's got some kit items in here, and so this one's a kit that you can also grab out of the main catalog. And then it's got like some little bundles that they've created, so the Delightful Day tags, and so it's all of these items. So if you happen to have like dimensionals and pizza boxes already, then you could go through this list in a clear block. You could go through this list and see, oh, well, I just need the stamp set and the tags and more accessory kit, which are in the main catalog. But it's kind of all bundled together, and then there's like one bundle number and pricing where you can get all of these things if you're like a brand new stamper. You're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing, where do I start? And there's some kit ideas here already for you on the pages, and it's just like super simple. And so they've gone through and done that. A new Magnolia Bloom stamp set. This is different than the one in the catalog, and like just a little bit different sizing and stuff. And this lovely one, Celebrate with Cake. And this one I'm not even sure if it's in the catalog. I think it's only here in this little mini catalog. And then of course all the stuff you need. So like, this is like, if you order this, you will have everything you need to create this. So really, really fun idea. So sweet. Hoot hoot hooray. So, and then some other products that you may want to add on. So like, if you don't have scissors already at home, if you don't have multi-purpose glue, there's Simply Chamois. So just a few fun extras. Get some extra note cards so that you can do a little bit more with your stuff after you've created the ideas on the page. So these are so much fun. So a bunch of us have ordered some kits, and we're all getting together on Friday night and putting our kits together, and just kind of like a fun social thing. And so excited because these are some of my favorite people, and I have not seen some of them in, well, since probably May or even beyond that, because I've been so busy with school stuff. So just super excited to get away and do some fun stamping and hanging out with people. All right, next card. I am going to use the glue dots for this one. And so it looks like we're going to get started with a nice palm tree right in the center of our card. Awesome. And then we're going to use a little sand dollar and some more of these awesome little vellum coral. This time I saw it on the picture and didn't forget it. Yay. And we're just going to use some glue dots to pop those down. So lots of just fun little embellishment layering on this card. Pretty cool. And then this one I'm going to put kind of lower down. There you have it. And you're going to see that I'm doing pretty much all of mine as thank you cards. It really is the kind of card I use the most of. Thank yous and birthdays, it's a little ridiculous. So I'm going to stamp another one of these. And I do love the other sentiments in this package, but thank you cards is where it's at right now. I also have a son whose birthday party is happening this Saturday, and we're going to need a bunch of thank you cards for that. So, yay, paper pumpkin. All right, in this one, I'm not going to use dimensionals on. Oh, come on. All right. So, there we go. I would love to hear what you guys are all up to for the summer. Oh no, why didn't that stick? Where'd my... That is so weird. Maybe I just didn't pick one up the last time. That's so weird that it's like not stuck and there's no mini glue dot lost anywhere. How weird. Okay, there we go. Now that's stuck. So, sorry, I was about to say, I would love to hear what you all are up to this summer and what vacation plans you have, stamping plans, that kind of thing. There we go. That's on there. And then let's grab our twine again for yet another little bow. And try and keep this one really small tails because it's going to be going down so low on our card. Okay. There we go. Nope, come on. Go through that hole. I don't know if I've told you before, but mornings are not my best time with my hands. I do use like some essential oils and stuff on my hands for pain and for just kind of loosening up the joints, because I do find I wake up in the mornings with really, really stiff hands and I just don't want to cooperate. And on a morning like today, where I think it's definitely going to be raining in a little while, they seem to be worse. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but we have had some wild wind this morning. All the chairs on the back patio fell over around 8 o'clock this morning with a big gust, and yeah, something's definitely going on with the weather. All right. Oh my gosh, you're right. A reno is not fun, but so worth it in the end. That is exciting. Wow. Yeah, but not fun. Sorry, can't sugarcoat that one. Just stick it out and you will be so happy in the end. But ew. Very fun. So you said a pool room. Does that mean you have a pool at your place, Eileen? That'll be nice in the summertime. So there we go. There's our third one made. So beautiful. And now our final card, which is this awesome sandy tide. This reminds me of like Parksville at Rathtrevor with like the mile of beachfront. All right, so now what are we doing with this card? Oh, we're totally making a Rathtrevor card. It's just our little sand dollar, which are all over the beach there. Not as much as when I was a kid, but still all over the beach there. And then a little piece of coral, which I have never seen at Rathtrevor, but that's okay. And a little sprig of something, and a little thank you note. All right, and for this one, I think I'm going to use that little piece of wood again, just to kind of even out using the white versus the wood. There we go. And of course, I'm going to do yet another thank you card. All right. There. Awesome. Oh, pool table. Oh, and a pool. All right. 2 weeks in Alberta packing up my mom's house. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Eileen. That is such a hard transition, I think, for both the parent and the child. We are thankfully not at that stage yet with my parents. They're still living independently in Armstrong, but yeah, wow, that's really, really tough. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whereabouts in Alberta? I grew up in Edmonton. Just love it there. Still have a bunch of family who lives in Edmonton. And Texada Island, Val, that is gorgeous. I was there once as a kid, and I just love that whole area. Nice. Gillies Bay. That sounds very familiar. I'd have to ask my dad if that's exactly where we went, but oh, Alzheimer's, awful. Okay, Camrose. I've been there, but yeah, we're city folk. Awesome. Oh, I got friends messaging me this morning. It's nice. Love having the Wednesdays off. It's so nice to be able to spend some time and connect with people and do my stamping and everything. Today, unfortunately, most of my day is going to be filled up with running errands. Noah realized last night that he needs insurance on one of his work trucks, and my sister is the one who does our insurance out in North Van. So we're going to head to North Van. We had originally thought maybe a nice picnic lunch on the beach at Ambleside after we run that errand, but it's turning out to be a little windier and cooler than I think I'll like. So yeah, Camrose has really grown. I drove through 2 summers ago, and wow. Yeah, definitely growing. Everything's growing, though. When I lived in Edmonton, it was pretty tiny, and actually in the beginning we lived in Spruce Grove, and it was itty-bitty and really far away from Edmonton. Now the borders pretty much touch each other. So, yeah, it's amazing how much things are growing. Yeah, so not sure what we're doing for lunch today on our date day, because now we're running out to North Van, but I'm sure we'll find something fabulous to do for lunch. And yeah, and hopefully get out. Wednesday mornings I usually walk with a couple girlfriends, but that's been put on hold this week. Everybody's so busy. Lots of them are stay-at-home moms and so busy with pack stuff and grade 5 final year-end stuff, because next week is our grade 5 leaving ceremonies. Can't believe it. Both my babies are moving on to new schools next year, one off to high school and one off to middle school. So we've got all those leaving ceremonies next week. I'll still be able to meet with you guys at my normal time next Wednesday, because the grade 8 leaving ceremony is not till 11:30. But yeah, just so much happening and so much to organize. Off to get some teacher gifts, and then these cards will be just great as well to go with that. Oh, excellent, Eileen. So there is our last card. I'm going to move these little bits out. I guess I didn't need as many trees. Wow, we're going to have a ton of extra trees because you only need one of these. Holy cow, that is incredible. The amount that you're going to be able to create with this is unreal. So we only need one of those trees per card. So they gave us just enough of the trees with the base, but then they gave us, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 palm trees, and we're only going to need 4 of them to make these cards. That is crazy. So you're going to have 6 extras for some creating. You're going to have a ton of extra leaves for creating. Wow. I am always so impressed with these paper pumpkins. So, wow, just super awesome. I'm just going to pull out all 4 cards and show you. I realized I put a couple of them into envelopes, but this is just such a sweet little set. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Wow. So that is our complete set of cards right there. So, wow, they've really outdone themselves again this month. These are just gorgeous. If you haven't already ordered your paper pumpkin for July, I would say definitely get on that. It looks like it's going to be another showstopper. They have it coordinating with 3 different stamp sets from the main catalog. I didn't really go too much in to see which ones, but I could tell just from the photos, the little sneak peeks that they said when it was coordinating, that the Sail Away is one of them, with like the sailboats and the captain's wheel and everything is definitely going to be one of the sets that it coordinates with. And then I'll try and figure out what the other 2 sets are by flipping through the catalog and trying to match things up, and I'll let you guys know in a post probably later today. So yeah, those are our 4 cute little cards for this. So I've got 12 more cards to make, and then I'm going to be set for the summer. Thank you so much for joining me today, and it was nice chatting with you, Eileen and Val. Good luck with your packing, Eileen, and I'll see you guys all on Wednesday, next Wednesday. All right, have a great week. Bye-bye.